history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me down in the very dirt, but still like the dust I'll rise.
Even though my rape happened almost 20 years ago, it still lives with me in here and here. I shared my story with a reporter. And people say it was an act of courage, but it wasn't. It was an act of desperation. I just wanted something different. And so I shared my story and I told the reporter to put my name and my face on it because I was tired of living in this self-imposed prison of shame and silence. And that day I became Brenda Tracy, single mother, registered nurse, rape survivor. And that was my first moment of feeling okay about myself.
But I'll rise, I'll rise.
It's the idea that gender violence isn't just the murder and rape of women. It's also about the larger culture that gives those kinds of violent crimes space to grow. This is everyone's work, right? Women have been doing this work for years, and I think one good question to think about today is how can men contribute to that? How can people of all gender identities work together in solidarity with each other to shift this culture? Statistically, it's important for those of us who identify as men to bring these conversations, not just in this space, but to bring them into other spaces that we have access to.
Shoulders falling down like teardrops.
If you want to question my masculinity, like a schoolyard circle of curses, like a sword fight with lightsaber erections, save your breath, because contrary to what you may believe, not every problem can be solved by growing a pair. You cannot arm wrestle your way out of depression. The CEO of the company that just laid you off does not care how much you bench, and I promise there is no light beer in the universe full-bodied enough to make you love yourself. How many boys have to kill themselves before this country acknowledges the problem? How many women have to be assaulted? How many trans people have to be murdered just for being who they are?
You may cut me with your eyes, but I'll rise.
If there's any man in here that is willing to set the expectation, I would ask that you stand. And by you standing, you then give permission to another man to stand and set the expectation, and another, and another, and another, and another. And this is how a culture changes.
I'll rise, rise, rise.
I pledge to be a leader in both words and actions, and I will do my part to prevent the culture of violence at my school, workplace, and my community. I pledge to set the expectation that sexual and relationship violence are never okay.
I wanna make the lame man run again, yeah, and make the blind man see the sun again, but all of his bang, bang, yeah, yeah. I don't think the pirates really want that. Yeah, they breathing down my neck, always on my back. Hey, they breathing down my neck, always on my back.